Welcome to a Chitchat.
Hi.
This is not a normal episode. We're just going to kind of hang out for a little bit and talk about nothing. I'm Nick.
Hi, I'm Cameron.
I'm still Carlos.
Despite everything, he's still Carlos.
I just sat down. I have a LaCroix. Are we? Yeah, we're branded. We can say that.
We're throwing the rules out.
Yeah.
I established a rule for a while that we could only drink from like VTuber affiliated drinking vessels. We mostly did a good job adhering to that too.
Yeah, we did.
But there's no rules right now. We're just hanging out.
We're headed down fucking hill. The next episode's gonna suck ass.
Yeah, it will, but we'll figure it out. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
We're in transition phase right now. That's to be expected. Hi, how are you? Are you doing well? I hope so. We're on not here on a normal day. We're not here in a normal way.
And we got something to say.
Hey, there it is.
There is no schedule. This is not a real episode.
No.
Yeah, we're just kind of hanging, just kind of vibing. This is in my mind, this is a goodbye to the podcast set. This is the last time we'll be using it.
Yep.
Because we're going to part it out to everybody has their own stuff and they're taking it away. We've sort of got it set up already here. You can see. I've got a lot of my stuff in the middle. This is all the stuff Carlos owns. And then Cameron's stuff, which is normally how we're set up anyways, I guess. But now these guys will be taking a lot of their stuff with them for their own little setups at home, I assume. Cameron legally has to take Dr. Nova because I don't want her in my home.
I think she did a great job in your home safeguarding it from mold. Have you found any mold?
No, but I think that's because she's a more aggressive form of mold.
Yeah, that's how it works.
It's valid.
She's cannibalizing the other mold.
Mm-hmm. Carlos, you can take NASA if you want. She is legally yours, but also if you leave her, I'm not going to cry. I don't know what we're going to do with Nikki or NASA or anything really.
Yeah.
We'll just send Nikki back to Phase Connect. I'm sure they want her back.
Yeah, that's true. They've been missing her.
They've been looking for her and the logins to her Twitter account.
Yeah.
You know what's really funny is if we had get artwork large enough, we can make those now, I think.
I see.
If we have like high enough quality art
Of a cardboard cutout?
we can make cardboard cutouts.
I might need one.
Okay.
Because I think it's important we have a cardboard cutout. And I was bright. I did a Google search. I'm like, what's the next step up from a Dr. Nova blanket?
The Dr. Nova cardboard cutout.
It feels right.
Yeah.
It's so the cutout, is that like halfway between like a blanket and a docky then?
Ooh.
Science is not ready for this.
Yeah, as Cameron approaches as Cameron approaches purchasing Dakimakura, we find new points to plot on the graph.
You guys are nut jobs.
You're leaving with a Daki whether you want it or not.
Price-wise, they're probably about the same.
Yeah, that's fair, honestly. But yeah, I was looking at that, and it's literally basically like a piece of art printed on foam board, and then there's just like more foam board for structure and setting it up right. We can figure that out in like a day, and like we can make little tiny ones. We can make really big ones. I'm looking forward to exploring more of that. We're making acrylic stands, by the way.
We are. Or Nick is.
Well, yes, me and a friend of mine, and Carlos is going to be selling them whether he knows it or not. We're actually producing made in the USA acrylic standees and acrylic like keychains and stuff.
I felt really patriotic for a second. It kind of came up. It was like coughing out like a tonsil stone.
I know, right? It's actually a big thing that we can label it as made in the USA. Mm-hmm. That's like a very specific thing that we had to check with my buddy's legal department to make sure that we could. But the acrylic's made in the US. So, yeah, it's all made in the U.S. We can label it that way.
Perfect.
So that's something that's fun. I'm getting it's funny because I'm just like tangentially getting involved with all of this like production stuff, but I'm not doing any of it directly. So, but I have a feeling if I keep pushing, then I'm gonna have to get directly involved, and I'm gonna be like sitting in my buddy's workshop, like putting keychains on acrylic. You know what I mean? which I don't mind. That's fine with me. Something to do with my Sunday nights.
Sunday. Well, you can still hang out with Carlos on Sundays.
That's true.
I don't think Carlos is physically going anywhere.
I mean, technically, I can just drive to where you'll be and hang out with you.
Yeah, you can
as
also
well.
hang out with me, provided wherever I find is cool enough to hang out in.
Yeah.
I've looked at some apartments.
It's got to be pretty cool if I'm going to turn up. Let's be real.
I've looked at some places like that. They'd be pretty bleak, and I hope the neighbors are chill with me being loud and stupid. So I'm still figuring that shit out.
Yeah. That's like the most important thing is like you're finding a place to live.
Yeah.
Carlos is getting trained at work starting immediately, basically.
I have to be asleep by 10 p.m. tonight,
Yeah,
or
same.
I'm going to be dead.
Same
Yeah.
boat. I have to drive an hour back down to where my job is. Different hotel this time, and I think better internet. Oh, follow up on the hotel. We had our first ever Super 8 special episode.
It was something else.
Friday night, my hotspot finally ran out,
Mhm.
and I decided to try something goofy. The whole time, there was an IHOP next door,
Oh.
and I never tried it because I went, there's no way. Experiences before, the Wi-Fi is too weak by the time it reaches your room.
Yeah.
I connected onto that IHOP. Didn't work. I sigh. But then I saw another unsecured network titled IHOP Office.
Ooh.
I hop on that. I turn on my VPN just to be sure. Blazing fast internet. Faster than my room I paid for.
If only we'd known.
It's fine. I record on the hotspot. Everything coming from me was all right.
Yeah.
Based on the Discord, people really liked the fact I had a camera I could pick up and walk with.
Yes.
People got a lot out of that.
We have to change the entire format. We all need walking cameras now. I've bought a wireless HDMI adapter for
We
my
should all
camera.
get treadmills and see-through chairs. Okay, I'll get treadmills and a chair you can maybe.
I don't know that people want to see that from me. I've really put on some poundage recently. So, but that just means I need to go back to the gym, which I've been putting off because of my anxiety anyways.
This is like the worst version of Weight Watchers. All right, let's see that chair.
Sit down in it. I'm sorry, I ate some cake.
We're sorry, we have to kick you off the island or whatever. I never watched Weight Watchers. Here's a worm, eat it. Weight Watchers mixed with Fear Factor. If you didn't lose enough weight that week, they make you eat a worm. This sucks. You can only make this show in like 2003.
Oh my god. That's true, actually. That's not cool anymore.
It's really not cool.
I mean, it wasn't cool then.
It was never cool.
But now it's not acceptable.
You used to be able to say like slurs on MTV.
Oh my god,
Boy,
yeah.
could you.
Yeah, they did.
Boy, could you.
A lot. That was like, yeah, growing up in the early 2000s in a small town in America, I heard some words like thrown at me a lot, and
Hey.
everyone that I knew, actually.
If you sit outside long enough, you'll still hear them.
That's true. It's still small town America. Some things don't change that much. To be fair, I usually define our area as still living in the 90s, so it is what it is. But you can afford to buy a house here.
You can.
That's which is kind of nice. You just got to ignore the neighbors.
So we don't have any format whatsoever, do we?
Hmm.
Okay.
No.
No, we're just chilling. Say something nice about the set.
So obviously,
This is my baby.
this is probably one of the best sets on the internet. It's definitely the best set on a VTuber podcast. we kind of went really hard on that.
We had a couple of requests from people in our Discord when they found out that it was going away that we should just remake the entire set in VR chat
I did like that idea a lot.
Yeah, that was really cute.
and then get VTuber models and just sit at the desk.
We could probably commission someone to redraw it on VGen.
We could. I was thinking about just taking a picture and cutting it like in Photoshop, and then like that way we can green screen ourselves back onto it,
I do like
which would
the
be
idea.
really funny.
If we
in my
swap to
opinion.
if we swap to the format every podcast has, which is square, square, square,
Mhm.
the background art that we cut out to put us in those squares could be a drawing of what the set used to look like.
Hmm.
That we blur it just a little so it doesn't divert too much attention, but we're all there. Maybe we could even get it like animated slightly. I know there's a way to loop GIFs in software we use because I had to look that up one time. It's like
Oh yeah, I've done
you can't
that too.
you can't just loop GIFs. You have to fucking download an add-on.
Yep.
But still, great software with the fact you can just download an add-on. Like Vegas would be like, "What is that? What? Get that away from me! Do I not have enough for you?"
Well, I remember once I found an add-on for our software that normally the software makes you pay for auto-generated subtitles, and there was just a plugin you could use to, completely circumvent the paid feature and just use external
Those are the
ones.
best. People who make the bots to like every time your Netflix free trial ends, start you a new one immediately. Oh, I love stuff like that.
Yeah, that's one of the other things is like we might have to end up paying for the premium version of our editing software at some point too, and a few other little things.
Yeah, a lot of stuff's going to be changing. Me editing the audio is going to get trickier, but we'll see. Ideally, I'd be smart enough to learn how to edit the audio right on the timeline, so the audio's cleaned up. But yeah, you just have 3 audio tracks, and I just clean it up there. And since we're going to be recording in different environments, we don't have to noise gate as much anymore.
Yeah, it's going to be easier in some ways.
My job's a
harder.
lot easier, so much easier. Your jobs, they suck more.
Well, I want to talk about that because, like, what I want to do is get us all set up with local recording, and then basically that way we don't have to have like the 720p Discord quality video.
Yeah, we don't
anymore.
want to feel like a Discord call, even though it is a Discord call.
And that way if we locally record our audio at the same time we're talking, and then we locally record the video at the same time we're talking, then we can still have full high quality video and audio just directly in our edit, and that's gonna still give me the quality that frankly I demand for our podcast.
I think we're similar. I think we're both similarly persnickety. Like for me, the audio being was always unacceptable.
Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong, it was kind of funny that you were on like 48 kilohertz audio last
but it's
week.
like, dude, that's all I had. And I had a moment where I looked at my setup and went, all right, I have to pick up my Rubik's, figure out if it does USB-C. Fuck it, they're getting AirPods. And I'm not going to buy a $100 mic that works on my fucking MacBook.
There's very much a certain point where you go, fuck it, it's 1 week, it's one video, and after that we can always retool, figure it all out, and then be good to go.
Exactly.
Which is what we're doing. So
we were in a transitionary phase.
Yeah. Time to start all over again.
It's better to put something out than to have nothing at all, which is where I feel bad right now. Is like, this is something that we can put out. It's just us chatting, but like, it's not a full episode, and I get that. But again, I feel like this is something we can supplement.
And it's like, our community is very accepting of it. We've literally never skipped anything ever. This is the first time we're doing it. And the fact, like, we're letting people know we're retooling and figuring out, that means we're coming back.
Yeah.
That means Super Chats has survived our lives really fucking changing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is not just us going, hey, we don't want to do it anymore. We're just making up excuses. We're going away. It's like, no, 2 of us literally have things that we have to do for the next couple of weeks, and after those couple of weeks, things should get better.
Yeah, we have to establish the new normal.
Yes,
basically it. Also, I like the fact that you added everyone on Discord and didn't think that would include me.
I knew it would include you. It's just funny. That's why I included the message. Shh, Nick doesn't know.
I was just like, I see. Oh, man. So, yeah, we're working. We have plans. I'm going to have some little lightweight videos coming out as far as what we're going to be doing with the pieces of this set and how things are gonna go in that department.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert: I'm gonna reuse at least 2 of these tables for the new set that I'm building in another location for me and myself alone. You guys figure out whatever the hell you want to do.
We cut one of them in half. We each get half.
Oh, there we go.
No, Carlos, you need it more. No, I'm gonna do what everyone does as soon as I get my own place. I'm gonna go to IKEA. I'm gonna get the Alex.
The 2 Alex drawers at a countertop.
Bitch! r/Battle Stations top of the month. Oh, is that wood paneling? A tasteful houseplant.
Every time.
Motherfucker.
I'll tell you what, I've got a couple like plant hangers out in the other room that you just like screw them into the ceiling and then you can hang a plant from them.
Go.
They're really, really cute. They're gonna really set off your design.
Dude, I can't find better desks. Like every time I look for desk, go, oh, that's great. It's the Alex and a butcher top.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is like I decided I needed to have an enormous desk in my office. So I got 2 countertops and then I got like $200 of iron pipe. And then I have a friend that has a workshop. So I just like did all of the work myself and threaded all of that pipe, cut it to length, threaded it, and built a desk out of that because it was significantly cheaper than trying to figure out how to do a corner desk with Alex drawers.
Yeah, but that's also the cool thing too. Is like all this shit here is custom too, right?
Yeah, so that's the other thing is like these were made for us. I believe the top is actually Gumtree, but I'm not exactly sure. It's a very affordable way to do it, and it looks nice. I stained all of this wood myself. It was unstained when I got it. I stained all the wood in my basement, which made my house smell weird and me dizzy. Um, I bought the microphone arms whenever they were on sale on Amazon. I waited for a sale and bought all three at the same time
I remember that.
because I was saving up money to do it. Cameron bought the Shure SM7Bs over the years.
I just watched Reverb Like a Hawk.
There you go. And that's what you have to do sometimes. And then like we've got cloud lifters and stuff. The cables I bought from I think it was Monoprice. I waited for them to have a sale and just bought a ton of them.
Yeah.
So we've got a ton of different lengths of
fun
cable and
fact.
stuff.
Never buy a cable from Sweetwater
Oh yeah?
because they'll call you and ask you how you like your cable. Sweetwater's pretty all right, and sometimes they get deals that are worth it. I just wish they didn't want to talk to you. They want to talk to you so bad when you buy.
I think that happened to me from when I bought something from Guitar Center once too. They called me and they were like, "Hey, how you doing with
Yeah,
that?"
dude,
And I was like, "It's a guitar pick. I don't know."
I bought guitar
It's fine.
strings, and they're like, "Were you satisfied with your guitar strings? What kind of music do you play?" He's like, "Shut up!"
Oh my god, my favorite one I ever got. I got an email from Walmart asking me to review my recent purchase, and I opened it, and it was a can of kidney beans. I was like, do I want to be the first review of a can of kidney beans?
Long
I could
ago,
do it.
man has often searched for sustenance in their journey to belong.
Good amount of protein, high in fiber. Very nice.
I shit it and farted. Thank you, beans.
That's what they do.
I still just hate how I still like 8 years later, I still get emails from the mattress store from when I bought a mattress.
Oh my God. You gotta get off that mailing list, dude. You gotta unsubscribe.
Yeah,
Unless you're gonna buy a new mattress soon.
goes to my junk mail. I ignore it.
That's fair too.
I have to buy a new mattress because I'm trying to leave my bedroom home untouched because I'm going to be coming down on the weekends a lot.
Yeah.
Now I can just still crash with my mother. Hey, fun fact. I'm not 30 yet. I'm moving out. I did it. Take that, stereotype. Yeah.
We did it.
We did it, right?
I think I was 29 when I moved out of my grandma's house.
Into your own place?
Yeah.
I'm on the Nick
To be
path.
to be fair, I had already lived independently, but then I got dumped and kicked out,
Oh, yeah. I
So-
recall this.
which happens.
The
That's
journey.
life.
I
And
live.
so I had to go live with my grandma for 2 years.
I was living independently 2 weeks after I graduated high school,
That's
That's
early.
impressive.
and then I moved back whenever things weren't working out, and yeah.
These things happen.
I
That's
mean,
the
it
thing,
was-
everybody's got their own journey.
It was many years that I was living out there, but yeah,
Yeah, that happens too.
maybe again soon once this job will hopefully work out that I'm moving for.
I hope everything works out, Carlos.
Me too.
Yes.
I gotta take this phone call. Give me 1 second. Hey, I had to take a phone call, but we're back. Do you have questions for us yet?
I do.
Or did you want to just appreciate the set more? Because we had like 100 episodes on this set.
We
almost.
did. We had a lot of time on this set.
Yeah. We
A
still
lot
have
of-
the plushy wall.
I love the plushy wall.
We have the acrylic area.
I love
with
the
other
acrylic
things.
area. I feel like
We still gotta drink that coffee.
no, we don't. I think the coffee's gone bad.
That's fine.
We've had that.
But some of it's
coffee-
unopened.
We've had that coffee for like what, 2 years,
Somewhere like there.
Jesus.
maybe 3.
Oh man. We've got so many dead women behind us. And Carlos bought almost all of them. You're like the Grim Reaper. You're the Callie of this situation.
I know. I throw the money and they're like, "All right, I'm out."
Well, thankfully, I got enough money to afford a shotgun shot. Gonna have to cut that joke out.
It's legit. Actually, gotten kind of depressing how much stuff back here is from graduated talents.
Yeah, it's kind of
It was always going to happen.
looking into the past. There's a lot of that. Even on the HoloLive side.
Yeah.
But that's just what it is. You're gonna have that. I stained all of the desks, as I said, but I also stained all of the shelves and made those. You're going to see more of those in the future because I'm going to make some of those for the background that I'm building currently. So, because I like them. They're good. But yeah. Do you guys have any other plans for what you're going to do for your setups?
I'm gonna find a place to live, and then I'll figure out from there. I'm gonna figure out if it's the kind of place where I can put stuff up, or if it's not the kind of place where I can put stuff up.
Usually you can get away with like command strips if nothing else.
Yeah, that's the hope.
So
Gonna figure it out. Worst case scenario, I will tape a blanket to the wall.
fair enough. I feel like if you duct tape that blanket to the wall, it'll be appropriate.
It's kind of weird how the Dr. Nova blanket's like the only not optional thing. Would you guys be okay if I just put it on my lap and don't say, then we'd need a lap camera because then you'd see my dick? Wait, the blanket would be covering it.
Yeah. How are they going to see through the blanket?
Long dick. I mean, little blanket. Very small blanket. My dick is normal sized. Yeah.
That's like a 3-foot blanket. You have a 3-foot dick? Cameron sees a pretty woman and then passes out.
I think I'm passing out right now.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to do questions or what?
Yeah, let's do Q&A. Though it's not going to be substantial as I gave them no prep time. I added the Discord, which you too can be added at if you join Added.
Yeah. Also, we'll read your comments and do all the other stuff. And we'll just literally chat with you.
Eagle asks, tits or ass?
Oh.
This has such energy of like one of the best 4chan posts ever. So the guy's like, I'm a farmer. It's hard work. AMA. Top comment. Can your dick touch your belly button? Second question. What do you do for a living?
I love that so much. Tits.
Carlos?
But also, like, they don't need to be big. I mean, they don't need, frankly, like A cups, I don't care. I'm just in it. Just, that's what I look at.
Carlos?
Same, actually.
Mm.
And I specifically remember we answered this question like 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm. I believe that.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
And I specifically remember that Nick made fun of me for answering it.
Did I?
Yes, you did.
What did I say?
You said, I think it was like the mind or the spirit
soul.
or the soul.
Oh, yeah. I was trying to be impressive. No, I like tits. If we're just being honest about it, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't really care that much either way. I like a nice ass. I like some nice boobs. They're great and they're fantastic. But yeah, you need the whole package.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah, it's your turn. You're not exempt.
My lame answer is it depends on the vibe of, I guess, character design. If it works, it works. Like, for instance, Crony's just too big, man. It's to the point it genuinely gets in the way of what she's trying to do. It's a little silly. But the big tits worked on Sana because it emphasized what she was trying to do.
Hey, she's big.
Yeah, big. So that's my lame answer.
Okay, but now give us the real answer.
Probably breasts.
There you go.
But then my secret answer, I rip out the fold. Thighs.
Thighs are...
Wake
Ugh.
up, sheeple.
Yeah, you're right. Thighs are great.
Also, genuinely, the personality.
Mhm.
The soul.
Mm.
Tears rolling down my eyes. The soul.
Their ability to coordinate an outfit.
Man, I love woman.
I love when women.
Next question.
Twitter alerted me to the fact that Imi Bosu posted a picture of herself. Like, apropos of nothing. I wasn't asking for this. Twitter just gave me an alert and was just like, Imi Bosu posted something. And I was like, oh, and I open it. It's just a picture of her in a cute outfit. And I was like, oh, this is excellent. Thank you, Twitter.
I got
This
that.
is the first time I've gotten one of those notifications. I'm happy about it.
I got that same notification twice on my phone from both of my Twitter accounts.
That Twitter seized on that picture and was like, everyone must know.
Second question from Miss Kid. How could you?
Easily. I have a bad brain.
Very good.
No. Answer. How could you?
This isn't even the worst that I can do.
Carlos, how could you?
All right, we're trying to make up for it right now. We'll get there.
There we go.
Next question from Super Saiyan Dinosaur. Who won the 2008 triathlon in Hoboken, New Jersey?
Oh, that was Jimmy Two Toes.
Really, I thought Squimbo pulled it out.
He might have. Carlos, do you know anybody that could have done that?
Oh man, I don't want to watch any sports though. I don't know.
It might have been Ichijo Ririka.
Yeah.
It could have been.
I'm sorry, I only watch League esports.
It's Faker.
Faker. Okay.
That's an esports man, right?
Yeah, he's actually
is.
he's actually from the era when I still did legitimately watch League esports.
It's like the only name I can think of.
That's the only name people vote for during the Game Awards.
There you go.
Next up, from the Gangle. Did Nick just lose?
Don't even.
Did you? Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on.
You can disregard anything he ever says. Don't worry.
Well disregarded. Following that. From Hey Alaska, what is your favorite Matrix movie and why is it the third one?
Oh, no, mine's the one that came out like 2 years ago.
Yeah! With Neil Patrick Harris
Yeah.
playing a very memorable villain whose name I remember.
I was really drunk when I watched that with my friends, and I don't remember most of it.
That was the first time I actually fell asleep in a movie theater. Fourth Matrix fucking blows ass.
It was amazing.
It was an ironic masterpiece. It was a waste of time.
My friends walked out of Anchorman 2. If you ever want to know how bad that movie is.
I'd say Matrix 1, but also Matrix 1 was the last one I saw. FX loves to show Matrix 2 and 3, but never the first fucking one. So I saw Matrix 2 and 3 in fragments, and I saw Matrix 1 way after the fucking fact, and it was brilliant. It was really good.
Yeah, it was fantastic. That's the reason that the entire franchise exists.
Because TV stations would only play like the bottom tier things.
Well, they don't want to pay for the licensing on the good ones.
I got my
Yeah.
oil changed and saw 40 minutes of Transformers Age of Extinction.
Amazing.
Man, that movie sucks. Carlos, what's your favorite Matrix film?
I think I've only seen the first one.
You
so-
love the first one. Good answer, Carlos.
Okay, well, hold on. Before we go on, I'm going to push my glasses up my nose. The Animatrix,
Yeah, Matrix. Okay.
as a weeb. Just a shout out to it,
I
I guess.
heard the Animatrix. I heard it's good. So yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Mm.
In the realm of Matrix movies, the Animatrix holds a special place. Right to the left of the kidney.
Everyone has a little Animatrix in them.
Mine's over here.
Ouch. Youch. It hurts. Okay, we actually have a legit question from Magic Toast.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is actually something we talked about before. Who came up with the idea for the podcast first? And what sort of ideas did you bounce around before finalizing it?
Well, Carlos approached me.
Yeah, Carlos.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
The go-getter. All right, should I tell my half of the story?
Yeah, go
This
for
is
it.
how I remember it. It was my first MagFest.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Nick like barely knew each other, but we had flagged each other as the dude who likes Hololive in the office. So that started our friendship.
I would randomly walk over to his desk and be like, "Do you see this thing that Kiara did?" And he'd be like, "No, I watch Callie," and then we'd fight.
Yeah, we'd fight a lot. We still do.
The office fist fighting.
Happened frequently.
Bare knuckle boxing.
So I was at MagFest and I was attending a panel hosted by Super Eye Patch Wolf, where he was talking about his at the time podcast, Let's Fight a Boss. And during it, he was really emphasizing, and hey, if you've ever thought about doing a podcast, you should do it. Doesn't matter if you only have like 10 or 15 viewers. Also, big advice, if you want to get big, have someone launch an extremely viral YouTube career. That will definitely help.
I'm working on it, okay?
Because I think their podcast predated Eye Patch Wolf getting big.
Oh, yeah.
So that kind of went from like, we're just recording in the kitchen. Wow, 10 views to, all right, guys. At 60,000 subs. What are we doing this week?
His videos are really good, though.
Yeah. So I got back from it and I stewed on it because I've always wanted to do a podcast just so I can like get some more media creation under my belt. And I listen to podcasts a lot. Literally all I wanted to do was make a podcast someone could listen to while they drive to work. That was my goal. So I messaged Nick or something. I go, hey, dude, have you ever wanted to make a... Because like what I figured is like there needs to be a podcast, and podcasts should cover things. They shouldn't just be chit-chatting. Because I know I need structure or else it'll be just a massive ramble. And I went like, can I name a VTuber podcast off the top of my head? No. Do I want to Google search and see if there already is one? No. And I messaged Nick and go, do you want to do a VTuber podcast? Because we were both watching VTubers already.
I'm pretty sure you asked me in person because
Yeah,
I'm
it was
pretty
in
sure
person then.
you like came back from MagFest, walked up to me and said, "You want to do a podcast?" And I was like, "About what?" And then you were like, "VTubers," and I was like, "Oh, that makes sense. We both like those."
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
We both like those, and also neither of us had heard of False ID yet.
Yeah.
So we're like, there's no one covering VTuber news. It's a growing industry. We need to get in there. Which we then changed our goal to, we're going to be a chill conversation about it, and we're going to keep drama out. That was one of the core tenets, is we're not going to look for drama. We're going to let the drama find us.
Yeah.
And then Nick out of nowhere went, so cool if there's a third. And I went, I don't know.
So this is, fun fact, the third podcast I've been a part of. You'll never find the other two. I swear. I promise. Unless I take you to them. One of them you'll never see because we made 4 episodes and never posted any of them.
You got to post them. That's the secret.
Well, that's the thing is I was like, all right, well, let's do a podcast. Like, okay, so first podcast I ever did, one of my friends was like, you want to do a podcast? And I was like, yeah, sure, let's do a podcast. We'll talk about video games. We made our first episode. This was an audio-only podcast. We had one microphone that was a condenser microphone, and we sat around it, which didn't really work. But it was good enough that we could talk about like video games, what was coming up at E3 at the time, you know? And so like there's 2 episodes of that podcast that still exist that I have because I found the SoundCloud profile at one point and downloaded them because I was like, oh my God, we posted more than 2. We posted at least like 3 or 4. But I remember that that podcast fell apart because we were both supposed to like take our time and edit it and like work in Audacity to edit this podcast. And I didn't want to because it sucked. And this was before I had a lot of buy-in on anything like that. So I was like, it is what it is. The second podcast was me and my friend, and we recorded it on my iPhone for video, but we actually had like decent microphones that we used. Again, condenser mics. Mm-hmm. And so this one was a lot closer to the format that you see here. We recorded like 4 episodes of it, and then he was like, my wife doesn't want me to do this anymore because it takes up too much time. And I was like, well, that sucks. And we never posted a single episode, and you'll never see it. Like I have all the episodes because I'm a hoarder, but you'll never see it. And then the third time someone approached me and said, hey, we should do a podcast. So the first time I was approached, the second time I was like, let's do a podcast. And the third time I was again approached by Cameron.
Hello.
And I was like, all right. But I learned my lesson from the second podcast, which was if you're going to do a podcast, just put it up, which is why if you go back right this moment to episode 1, there's a big square in the middle of the screen. It's really badly made. We recorded it on a camera that continually turns off randomly after 30 minutes of recording. Like there was a lot of problems with the first episode.
Oh, and someone to talk about.
Actually,
too.
no, the first one we recorded using OBS. That's why there was a square on the screen.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the first like couple we did a couple of test recordings that never got posted too.
Well, we
Those
did at
might
least
exist
one.
somewhere, yeah.
The funniest fucking thing too is when I asked Nick if I wanted to do a podcast. You know those memes where someone says a word and they both go, "Yeah, I like that," and they have different things in their head. I said, "Let's do a podcast," and in my head was like Apple Podcasts, nothing but audio.
Spotify.
Castle, big inspirations. Castle, Super Beast, Super Best Friends did podcasts. Nick heard podcasts, and in his head was video.
My brain immediately went to the Rooster Teeth podcast and to the Kind of Funny Games Daily and Games Cast and all the stuff they do. And I was like, oh yeah, I like podcasts.
It's like my ambition stopped and ended with good microphone. Let's figure out how to EQ audio correctly and compress it. Nick is like, I do want to do a podcast. All right, so what are we going to do for a set? I hope my camera's up to snuff. I might have to get a new lens for this if we're going to be filming that way.
Which has actually worked out really well because I take care of all the video stuff and Cam does all the audio stuff.
Yeah.
And then Carlos, as it turns, so Carlos was the X Factor. Carlos and I have known each other for years. We like to get together, watch anime. And I was like, Carlos, would you like to be on a podcast? How did this go for you, Carlos?
You asked me this randomly, and then after a handful of weeks of you asking me every once in a while casually, you're like, all right, no, for real, we're actually going to do this. Like, we're meeting like next week to try and figure it out. And me dragging my feet about the whole thing because I am not a talker at all. This is not something I have ever even remotely considered doing.
We literally dragged Carlos into the world of content creation. Like me and Nick, I think we're both similarly geared where it's like, I have to make something.
Mm-hmm.
Even though most of the music I make that never gets posted fucking anywhere, I still need to fucking make it.
Oh, there's 1,000 videos you'll never see that I've made. Like, they just sit on a hard drive. Like,
I've streamed on Twitch and Justin TV on and off over the years, and it was never with a camera and rarely with a microphone.
all about the actual gameplay footage.
Yes.
So-
Yeah.
I was forced against my will to meet Carlos.
And that was, me being like, hey, you like VTubers, you want to do a podcast about VTubers, let's just get everybody on the same page. Let's make a podcast about VTubers. And then Cameron was just like, all right, well, I can't wait to make this audio podcast. And I was just like, we're getting YouTube views.
And as it turns out between the three of us, I'm the one that's by far the most proficient in actually typing things up and making sure that we know what we're doing.
We each have our own thing. I do video, Cam does audio, Carlos actually makes the podcast functional.
It's so funny to me how like notes just slipped through the grate and it just became Carlos's. Like it was never a formal thing. Carlos just did the notes without telling anyone.
Carlos doesn't suffer from ADHD. And that's why he's really good at actually doing things consistently and well. Cameron and I are both fucking addled. So we're good to hang out and have fun and make stuff, but doing it consistently and well is difficult. Not impossible, because again, I was the one that originally was like, we're setting a time, we're setting a date, we're sitting down, we're doing it.
That's the only way things happen, though.
But that's the only way things happen, and I know that.
I've had friend groups like that where we all agree to do something and a date's not picked, so I just go home and go, oh, it's not happening.
Yeah, that happens a lot, right?
I'll go back to doing my own thing. I'm used to making shit solo.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that was really like getting us started. That's where that all happened and how that all happened. And then again, Carlos is really what has been keeping us going consistently and properly. This was me like being like, hey, turn up today. Let's make something real quick. So it's not like we're, but again, that's not consistent. This is a one-time thing. So so yeah, we all have our niches and we all like came together and made this, and that's really neat. I was also the one that I was just like, I'm making a set for us. And that's why we have the set.
Yeah, anytime there was something involving money, it was almost never my choice, and it was one of the two of you that like, I'm spending money now.
That's the other thing is like, we're trying to divvy out who gets what from the set, and it's a little tough because I don't remember who bought a lot of the figures and stuff, but also like the desk, nobody needs the desk but me as far as I know right now, but if you guys need a chunk of it, fine. But like, I don't know, like you can't take the shelves. I'm going to keep those, but I also did those. But also, like, Cam bought all the microphones, but we're going to keep using the same microphones, so we're just going to hold on to the one that we use, and, like, we're divvying it all up. We're not exactly fighting about it, which is nice, so. Did you have any other questions for us, or are we good?
So we've been doing this podcast since post-wise, February 19th, 2023.
Mm-hmm.
So we're coming up on year 3 being
Yes.
done. Fucking wild.
Crazy.
Should I read the description from episode 1? Will that make you cringe?
Go for it. That'd be fun.
It destroys me. I can't read shit I write. Anyways, let's all gather around, sit down, and listen to these 3 strange men on the internet talk about VTubers for a while, shall we? Each week, we aim to bring together the biggest events in VTubing and talk about what's been going on. Oh, AI summarized the video. Okay, that sounds like horrible. Let's burn down the Amazon a little bit for a bit.
Oh, no.
This video from Super Chats discusses various events and news in the VTubing sphere, focusing on Hololive. We got better about that. Tell us we did better.
Look how much Face Connect shit's back here.
Oh my god, I love V4 Mirai. So many talents. Dr. Nova,
Mono Monet.
Rem,
Mono Monet.
Mono Monet.
Mono Monet.
It was exclusively Hololive for the first many episodes.
It was, yeah.
Also, there's a lot of talents at V4 Mirai. I just suck.
I guess there was maybe a tiny bit of Niji Sanji here and there.
Biscotti?
Here's a summary of the key topics. Bay and Iris's activities. The hosts talk about the VTubers Bay and Iris highlighting their trip to Disney World and the release of new song covers. They also discuss their, quotes, bickering, which is a cute and endearing part of the relationship, liking it to a lover's quarrel. Valentine's Day streams and voice acting projects. Choose Your Own Adventure visual novel. Hollow Cure update. The 0.5 update. Hololive E and Myth 3D debuts. Oh. Oh. Gura just got her stinky room.
Oh my god.
The hosts express excitement, noting that while the models have been seen before, this is the official celebration. Gura's return to streaming. The video celebrate Gura's return to streaming after a 2-month break. And that's all the more it tells me. Oh my fucking god. Oh. All right, let's go over the other questions because I think some people actually posted some more serious ones.
I have one.
Oh, go on.
Ranson asks, am I invited to your wedding with Nimi?
So I've been talking with Nimi about that, Ransom. And it's like, listen, we like you, but you use Linux.
That's fair.
So I don't know
That's
how you
fair.
accept the invite because we're sending it through like Microsoft shitass. And you have to have an Outlook account to access shitass. So sorry. Sorry, I never realized we totally invite you, right, Nimi?
It's very proprietary, unfortunately.
Sorry about that. Yeah. That really sucks. That bums me out.
Hey, look, my my YouTube app was still on Shorts because it's terrible. Go ahead.
And
Take
the last question we have for now from Dead Destroyer.
Mhm.
What is your favorite video game of all time?
Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask.
Oh,
Shit.
I have a prepared answer for that because I talk about video games a lot.
You have to have a prepared answer because the real answer is it changes every day.
Yeah.
And also the context. Favorite nostalgic game, favorite recent game.
My favorite video game right now is Battlefield 6.
Yeah.
My favorite video game tomorrow will probably, well, actually, today might be Einhander. I've been really wanting to play Einhander recently. That's a PS1 game. If you don't know about it, look it up. It's a really good game.
Polar Express for the GameCube. No. I feel like at one point I really narrowed it down to what my actual favorite game of all time is, because odds are like my actual favorite is a narrative RPG. Probably an indie RPG inspired by Earthbound about depression.
Omori?
Yeah.
Mm.
Anything in that gaggle and Stars in Time. I played a lot of indie games recently that like changed me as a person. I really like Signalis. Crow Country is really good. But my favorite of all time? Ugh.
that's so hard to choose.
I'll narrow it down to like 3. Like best, like, oh, even this hurts. I hate this. This sucks. Vague field. Best RPG is probably like Final Fantasy VI. Favorite story might be something like Nier Automata. I don't know. Don't talk to me. Favorite game because it's a good video game is probably Kirby Air Ride. Because Kirby Air Ride fucking rules.
That is such a good game. Are you excited?
Dude, I bought a Switch 2 just for Kirby Air Ride. Literally no other game has to come out for it. I don't give a fuck. But probably like most influential game from like childhood would probably be the Metroid Primes. I think about them like every day still, so I guess that means something. Carlos, is it a rhythm game?
Well, thanks for putting that in my head now.
Those are games, Carlos.
I don't know. Like, I've narrowed it down to like a handful of things for different reasons. So, of course, I love Osu. Like, I've put an obscene amount of hours into that. I love that rhythm game. Half of it is just because it's homebrewed and you can play basically whatever song you want on it. I love that. I love rhythm games. But for like a normal like story game, I have it narrowed down to two specific games from 2 different franchises. It has to be either Metal Gear Solid 1 or 2.
Not a bad choice.
I can't pick between the 2 of them.
Understandable.
Or alternatively, Tales of Symphonia 1 or Tales of Vesperia.
Those are both fantastic games.
Symphonia, better story, combat has aged very badly. Symphonia, also good story. Combat has also not aged the greatest, but it was better than Symphonia's.
Carlos is so good at splitting down the middle for us. He said, favorite game for this, something Cameron adores. Oh, fuck yeah. Favorite game for this, something Nick really likes. Oh, shit.
Might be why it works so well.
It might be why. If it was just me and Nick, we'd fight. It's like beta fish.
I think ultimately it would have to be between Metal Gear Solid 1 or Tales of Symphonia, though.
Jesus Christ. Nightmare
Valid.
contest. Well, Metal Gear Solid has hotter asses, so.
Yeah.
Snake is plump.
Yeah, you're right.
And I guess I'll ask one final.
But Tales of Symphonia doesn't have a 4-hour cutscene. Oh,
It's an RPG. Shut
I
up.
know.
It's a multi.
I tried to come up with something, but
Yeah.
It's a multi-disc
It's on the-
GameCube game.
yeah, I was gonna say Tales of Symphonia is on the GameCube, so there.
Shit. Twin Snakes. It's not the right way to play Metal Gear Solid 1.
Do people really? It's an expensive game.
It is
Twin
expensive.
Snakes is.
Man, I had it. I should have gotten rid of it. I sucked.
Do I ever tell you about what I did with my copy of Fire Emblem?
Yeah, I remember this.
Was it Path of Radiance for the GameCube?
It was Path of Radiance.
Yeah, I gave it away. I gave it to my friend for free
Ugh.
because I was like, I don't really like this game that much. You can have it
So
free.
I will wrap up the QA segment with one question from me that's very pertinent to us as people.
Mm-hmm.
Double check into Discord to make sure no one else posts anything. Sorry, it's a limited time QA. No more questions ever. Unless you leave a comment on the next time we come back.
Yeah.
Anyways, do you have a favorite moment or a moment you cherish from the Super Chats VTuber podcast?
No.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to think about that because I think it's really kind of like
The cop-out answer is Breaking Dimensions.
Oh, fuck you.
that is a cop out answer,
Fuck
but
you,
it was
because that's not a
really
cop-out
good.
answer. It's the right one. Because like
Yeah.
we had a trip as like a group.
We went together, we did a thing, we had fun,
I have
got to meet cool people.
I kind of suck because I can't narrow it down, but I have like 3, but they're all from different eras.
Oh, go ahead.
Early era favorite moment was the reign of Carlos's piss tubers. Carlos kept putting in favorite stream moments, just different woman pissing and doing different things with the piss.
I wonder if I still have the deleted VOD for that somewhere. it might have got wiped.
Oh my god.
You just kept upsetting me week after fucking week.
It was Yuko and Mozu and who else did somebody else do piss stuff?
Yeah, there was, but I think you were the one that found the third one. I don't remember who anymore.
That was when I knew this podcast was going to be the right kind of chaotic.
Yeah.
Because I kind of crave that breaking out from the mold.
Okay, I think my favorite moment is meeting VTubers at conventions
You're such a menace.
because it's so much fun to go up to Urika and be like, "Hello, Spit Bear. You're the Spit Bear, right?" And she goes, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, you spit into a bottle a whole lot." And she went, "Well, I guess it's better than being a pee tuber."
Yeah.
Because it was during the piss tuber era. Oh my god.
Obviously, a moment I really enjoyed, but I don't count it as a podcast moment, was getting to meet Bay. Hako's Bales.
Yeah. I mean, I get that. It's one of those things where it's tied in, but it's not.
I count it
part
as
of
its own thing. Second favorite moment from like middle Super Chats era. It might have been earlier anyways, but I liked when we fucking stumbled upon cowboys talking Japanese.
That was fun.
Watashi wa Dirty Dan san.
Omawa mo shinderu,
Tickled me.
partner.
And of course, from recent times, I'm still a big fan of the what we refer to as the Latina incident.
Yeah, that's up there.
I got 2. Of course, the one was just looking it up, our random singular video that just exploded beyond.
I was looking at that.
Our
The
numbers.
4,700 view video.
For some reason, that was great. But for a more memorable, 100% the chicken nuggets
Oh my god.
that was so much fun.
Nimmy!
and Nimmy.
Why? I didn't do anything.
For audio listeners, Nimi just took a header off the table again.
Jesus Christ! I didn't even touch the table.
I'm gonna say honestly that. By the way, thank you again to Velour. That was a fantastic,
Thank
fun
you.
and very fun thing.
You're the
that
only
you guys
reason the
did.
podcast has made more than $0.
Yeah, we made several hundred chicken nuggets in profit. But I will say that I think my favorite moment is probably when we interviewed Eva.
Oh my God, that was so good.
Yeah, it was just a silly little thing.
Yeah.
That was honestly okay. So here's behind the scenes a little bit how that was supposed to go. Hey, let's just hop on a call. We'll talk for 15 minutes, and then that'll be part of our podcast because we've disagreed about how to do interviews since we started talking about it. These guys wanted. Well, okay, Cameron, your idea.
So I was always watching Castle Super Beast, and how they always did it was whenever they had a guest, they would just have the guests hang out while they talk about the news and stuff, and they would weigh in.
Yeah.
So I always had in my mind that, like, okay, so when you have a guest, it just changes how that episode works that week, and that becomes the episode. Because I always liked whenever they'd have a guest, like they'd have Vinny Vinesauce on, and I get to hear what he's thinking about stuff, or they'd have Eye Patch Wolf. And recently, literally last week's episode, they had Edmund McMillan, creator of Binding of Isaac and Super Meat Boy. But they have recently changed their format where it's still that week's episode. They'll just touch news less. And they changed it for Maury Calliope when they had her as a guest because they knew better than to go, hey, Maury Calliope, what do you think about the layoffs at Microsoft? I'm not allowed to talk about Microsoft, but thank you, Pat. So I appreciate that they're like not idiots. But yeah, to me, it was always like you have a guest, they come hang out with you on the show.
Yeah. And so for me, my idea for interviews was always, I would want to do it as an interview. I'd want to do, and you're going to recognize this format because it's what we ended up doing accidentally. You do a full hour long interview or whatever. You throw a piece of it into the podcast as bait. Basically, and to show off that it's part of the podcast, it's related, it's tied in, and also as a preview for anybody that would want to watch the whole thing, gets you involved. And then you'd put up the full video, video interview as its own video, separately, and then that way you get a little bit of, it's part of the podcast and it's also its own thing, and it's like a full featured thing. What we were supposed to do with Eva. Carlos, did you ever have a strong opinion either way about how we wanted to do interviews?
Not particularly, because it was not one way or another. It was not going to be me having to set it up.
Yeah, exactly. Carlos sitting there watching us while we argue over our hamburgers. He just sits there literally like neck forward. Like, I'm going to have to edit it either way. That's just how that night's going to go. Either way's good.
And that's the thing is like, we both had our own concepts for it. And I ended up winning. Very accidentally, because what we were supposed to do is hop on a call with Eva for 15 minutes, just have like a quick chat. And then basically that was going to be, we were just going to add it into the podcast. And so that was kind of like a halfway point. But we ended up really vibing and just like having a really good conversation. And so it became an hour-long thing. And I was like, well, I guess we'll cut out 15 minutes, stick in the podcast like I want to do anyways, and we'll post it separately, because we basically accidentally created a supplemental episode out of, hey, let's just chat and figure things out.
And now, to be fair too, of Eva, that was like a perfect storm of like, we were already going to talk about Vivid falling apart. We all already watched Eva a little bit. I think Carlos was the one who brought her up to us.
Yeah.
And I went, oh, this chick fucking rules. I'm going to sub to her and then try to watch her like I do everyone I sub to.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, this shit's sick. And then also, it turns out she watches us. So it's like a perfect storm of like, we already want to interview her. There's literally a story this week and she likes us.
Yeah. We never, I don't think we ever confirmed it one way or another, because I meant to ask her and my brain is bad. But I wanted to ask her if there was like a rule where she wasn't allowed to like do stuff with outside. Like, she's collaborated with other people and stuff when she was a part of Vivid. But that, because like the moment Vivid, like she left Vivid, she messaged us.
Yeah, that was so fucking awesome.
And so that's, first of all, great. That was really like funny in one way, but just like really cool in general. But that was also one of those things where I was just like, was she not allowed to talk to us? What the hell? Or was it just like the timing lined up? I don't know. But either way, like that's definitely one of my highlights.
Yeah.
And so that's why going forward, we have some more of that planned. Now, we still have to figure out, and it might even be a case-by-case basis of what the VTuber wants to do, of whether they want to be a fourth man on the podcast for an episode, or
You
if they
too
just
can
want
be
to
John
do
Super Chat.
yeah, or if they just want to do an interview, because I'm sure there's a lot of VTubers that would never want to comment on current events because they can't, because they're in a corporation.
Yep.
And that's like a big constriction on that. But if there are I'm sure there's also VTubers that just want to hang out and talk about VTubers, because most VTubers like VTubers.
Like,
I don't know if you're aware of this.
I'm just gonna be dead ass. If you watch us, you are a VTuber, and we watch you. come drop by and and you're comfortable talking about the news with no limits and no filters and no bullshit. Especially since we're moving to remote stuff now. Like, it's easier than ever.
It really is. And so in that case, definitely we can just have a fourth person on the podcast, or we can do an interview. I've got 2 lined up.
Yep.
I didn't tell these guys that, but guess what, boys? I've got 2 lined up for us.
Well, I knew you had 2 that were going to come. Are they
Yeah.
getting harder lined up? Are you
Yes.
okay, they're getting hard lined up.
I
better find that fucking apartment.
yes,
I can't do this in a Super 8.
because once you're settled and sorted, then we put a date on it. Is
Right.
what we're at right now, and that's the same for
Hmm.
you. But I've got 2 hard yeses on just as soon as we have the time to make everything work. I've also got a few other people I've been sniffing around. So that's my big plan for the future that you only get to know about if you watch the Super Chitchat episode this week.
And I guess that's the answer. I guess that'd be a cool question to end on too, is like, what are your ambitions? What do we want to see from the podcast going forward?
I like meeting cool people. I want to meet more cool people, and a lot of VTubers are cool people. And don't get me wrong, like, we're flippant, we make dick jokes and tit jokes and stuff like that. But also there's more than just that. Like, we have to keep it light, we have to have fun with it, and I'm good with that. But also just sitting down and talking to someone that's interesting and does cool stuff for an hour,
Mhm.
or having them comment on the news that we're already talking about and having their opinion on it as someone that's on the inside of VTubing more. Both are really valuable and interesting, and I want to do more of that. I've wanted to do more of that for a year, but now I've got my nuts up and I'm going to start messaging people.
That is how nuts work. When they're
So-
up, you gotta do it.
If you want me to message you,
Message me. That way I know I
Literally-
can message you.
yeah, you can drop a comment down below. You can literally DM me on Twitter and I'll
Dr.
answer
Nova,
you.
are you there? Crazy Ollie, are you there?
Or you can, like, the email address is on the account. It's just superchatspod@gmail.com. That's our official email. You can email me if that's what you're comfortable with. I'll give you my phone number if you want to have a call. I don't care. You can add me on Discord if you're a VTuber and you want to be on the podcast. Like, we're here. We want to talk to more VTubers. And again, I'm at the point where I'm like, well, you can't expect people to do something that you're not willing to do. So I'm going to start messaging you guys if you're watching. Or if you're not watching, I'm just going to start messaging VTubers and being like, hey, you want to be on a dumb podcast? So that's the direction I'm trying to take us in. What direction are you trying to take us in, Carlos?
We're still continuing every week to beat away the drama with a steel pipe as hard as possible.
True.
Sometimes it slips through anyway.
Yeah, like a recent good example is like Cinder has come back to streaming. She has done it twice now.
Mhm.
We're probably just not going to talk about that.
No.
Because
No.
I don't care.
especially since she herself has said, hey guys, literally harass no one. I don't care. I'm not trying to start drama here on out.
But anyway, at this point, it's really just to try and get the quality like back to being stable again after we're all moving.
What was wrong with
moving
last
around.
week?
Nothing, Cameron. You're perfect and beautiful.
Yeah, those fucking screenshots people were taking definitely made me look perfect and beautiful. Whoever the fuck was the person who commented, you got games on your phone, you're going to hell. You're going straight to hell, bud.
So funny.
You can't be posting that shit.
Oh, it's so funny.
Yeah, Carlos just
Yeah.
wants stability.
What about you, Cam?
For me, I'm kind of a mix between you both. When it comes to like making content, I've never been like hyper ambitious. My goal is just to get something out that hits the level I want. And we've been hitting the level I wanted from Super Chats for 2 years. Ever since we got the good set, I just kind of, and especially when we fixed the audio and I figured out how fucking noise gates work, I just sat down after that first really crisp sounding perfect episode and I went, yeah, this is literally perfect. So just do this forever now. Nothing really needs to change. But that said, I'm always a person where I want a little chaos.
Mhm.
I want it to be unpredictable.
You have to keep it interesting.
A good example would be our stupid bullshit karaoke we had to do for bullshit reasons. That those times we did streams to have watch alongs with debuts. And another really good example was when I got home one night and I went, I'm gonna read that fucking Cinder Google Doc, and whoever wants to listen can listen to me.
And you had like 6 people join in.
Yeah, it's like I think a lot of content creators overuse the word, but I like the feeling of community. But also I like the feeling of chaos because I don't want us to ever feel like a brand. I want us to feel like a thing. We're a thing. We're thriving and dying in the pool. We're fighting other microorganisms to be the first thing to leave the spore pile and enter creature stage.
I like that too. I would like to do some more streaming and stuff too. That's always fun.
Yeah.
Or like even having like not necessarily a scheduled one, but like a community night every once in a while where we just hop on Discord and like chat with people or whatever. Things like that because they're just fun and interesting.
My goal has just always been for super chats to be reliable but interesting. And by that I mean not every episode has to be interesting because I think we're a podcast. Our goal is just to be comfort food. We're Seinfeld.
Oh no. Can I at least be Scrubs?
No, we're not interesting enough for Scrubs.
Damn it.
But we're interesting. We're
Someday.
Fine, we're Frasier. Is that a step up from Seinfeld?
No.
I don't watch sitcoms.
Frasier is highbrow. We make way.
I'm pretty highbrow. I'm coming out of here out of fucking
Cameron,
nowhere.
you asked us tits or ass earlier.
That wasn't me, that was the Discord.
But you were the conduit of their thoughts. Which means their thoughts are your thoughts now.
I'm gonna conduit something if you don't shut up.
I'm gonna conduit.
Anyways. So yeah, feel free to come on the podcast. We're nice. We're friendly.
My brain did a soft reset there. Do. Yeah. Hey, listen. We want to do more. We're going to do more. We're not done. We're not leaving. The set's going not even completely away because I'm going to reuse it. Not in the same ways. Necessarily. Yeah, in the same ways. I'm transplanting a smaller part of the set up to a different room in my house is basically what's going on right now. It's going to look different. I got to paint some walls. I got to do some work on it, but it's going to be good. These guys are going to get themselves set up in better ways. I'm working on getting at least one of them a better camera. They're going to have better audio going forward. And we're going to figure it out. We're going to keep working at it. We're going to keep doing better because Cameron sort of hit the nail on the head. We want this to be a thing. We want it to be a community, and you guys give us the push we need to keep going. And we always really appreciate it. Even all the people that just watch every week and don't say a damn word, we love you.
Like I said, my literal only goal with this show is to like fill an hour while you're at the gym or driving somewhere. I'm giving back to all those podcasts that make my fucking 4 times a week gym trips doable. Without podcasts, I'd be dead.
Yeah. So let us know what we need to change. Give us a couple weeks to get ourselves resettled, and we'll be back to talk to you again.
It might feel like a little bit, but it's only going to be 2 weeks.
Not even, because this is going to take the place of an episode.
Yeah.
We've got like half an episode out of this, so.
Yep. Turns out we just like to chat.
I love you.
Super chats.
Super chats. VTuber podcast. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. That was the theme song.
It was. Cameron, I need a new theme song on my desk by 5.
No, fuck you. I'm not rewriting the fucking Super Chats VTuber podcast theme.
I need you to say see you so that we can end this.
See ya.
Oh.